Welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube history. This is the dynamic Sean's View Entertainment right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share this video all over the entire internet. Here to give you the WWE and TNA Impact Wrestling wrap-up report as concerns all the news, rumors, headlines that have come out over the last 24 hours. WWE.com has confirmed in breaking news that Daniel Bryan will return to the ring on next Thursday's SmackDown episode, which will emanate from the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. The storyline with Eric Rowan, Ryback, and Dolph Ziggler being fired from WWE is believed to be resolved before or during the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, which I brought that to you right here first on Sean's View Entertainment that said this would be resolved either at the Royal Rumble or before WrestleMania, so I brought that news to you here first. But all my sources, go to F4W Online, the Wrestling Observer newsletter, PW Insider, all the websites, dirt sheets that you've come accustomed to that I give my view and opinion on under fair use right here on Sean's View Entertainment. All three superstars that are fired are expected to be participants in the 30-man Royal Rumble main event. However, none of them are expected to win, which, well, is a shame in my opinion because Dolph Ziggler or Ryback deserves that more than anybody else. More than anybody. Daniel Bryan has already won. He has already had his glory in the sun. He doesn't need another chance. He doesn't need another opportunity. The only thing he needs is another chance at the WWE World Championship. In my opinion, it should be a fatal four-way at Royal Rumble. Lesnar, Cena, Rollins, Bryan. That's his rematch. With SmackDown moving to Thursday nights on Sci-Fi, WWE announced changes yesterday to the announced teams for both SmackDown and Raw yesterday. And yes, I heard all about it. Don't worry. I'm catching you up to speed why Jerry Lawler was moved to Thursday nights, which is really Tuesday nights because it's taped Tuesday and shown Thursday. Beginning this Monday, Michael Cole, Booker T, and John Bradshaw Layfield will handle play-by-play and color commentary on Raw. Then, when SmackDown debuts next Thursday on Sci-Fi, Cole, Lawler, and Byron Saxton will call the action. Tom Phillips is off the announced team. The broadcast team for WWE pay-per-view events will continue to feature Michael Cole, Jerry the King Lawler, and John Bradshaw Layfield. While this change appears sudden, in the case of Lawler, WWE officials have wanted to remove him from the broadcast booth at Raw for a long time. They wanted to get rid of Lawler on Raw for a long time, but after the heart attack, they figured they couldn't, stated Wrestling Observer editor Dave Meltzer on the F4W Online message board Thursday night in a thread about the announced team changes. This relaunch of SmackDown gave them the chance. Viewership data is in for Impact Wrestling's premiere on Destination America, and it looks like TNA is going to have an uphill battle ahead. Wednesday's 2-hour Impact Wrestling broadcast averaged 263,000 viewers. By comparison, the final first-run episode of Impact Wrestling on Spike TV back in November drew 980,000 viewers. While this is likely a strong number for Destination America, it's not a great sign for TNA. Destination America is available in far fewer homes than Spike TV, and changing networks was going to result in some additional fallout, but this has to be on the low end of what TNA was ultimately expecting. TNA will reportedly not be running any non-televised live events anytime soon, despite the new TV deal with Destination America. TNA will still be doing a few live pay-per-view events this year, but will mostly be focusing on their TV product, as they should, because TNA needs to get their shit together. It doesn't make sense for TNA to run live events that aren't tapings because they will lose money. And as you can see right off the bat, they are losing viewership. But here's the thing about TNA. They just started on this network. It's going to take time for people to get adjusted. It's going to take time for people to set their DVRs. It's quite frankly going to take a lot of time, commitment, and hard work to ultimately get back to the numbers that TNA was getting. Remember, they're in a lot less homes. So actually, if anything, TNA is going to have to work harder. They're going to have to force their hand. And this is definitely an issue that, TNA has always been facing an uphill challenge. We all thought that this was it. We all thought TNA was going out of business, but once again, they showed why they were able to overcome the odds and why they've been able to last as long as they have. And in my opinion, the Impact Wrestling that we got on Wednesday night, it was a strong show. I would say that it was solid. It was better than Monday Night Raw. Yes, you heard me right, better than Monday Night Raw. Now, I know that there was a lot of people that were mad. There were a lot of people sending me death threats because I called Eric Young a Daniel Bryan ripoff. Listen, if that's what I think, if that's my opinion, then that's my opinion. You don't have to come over and send me death threats because that's what I said. Get over yourself. Get a life. As concerns Jerry Lawler moving, maybe that's a good move for him. Maybe it'll be less stress on him. Jerry Lawler, a lot of people say, oh, he's past his prime. He should have retired a long time ago. When you watch Monday Night Raw now, you're going to know something's missing. You know that the feeling isn't going to be there. It's going to take time to get adjusted to Monday Night Raw without Jerry Lawler there. It was like an institution. When JR and Jerry Lawler were on the commentator's booth, they gelled well. They had such interaction. They were so good together. I don't know why they're going back to all these three-man announce booth teams. They should just do this for pay-per-views, and even that's overkill. There was once talk of, Renee Young going to the announcer's booth, and I'm not sexist. I have nothing against girls, but I just don't know how her voice would go along with, Michael Cole and JBL and Byron Saxton. Whoever's going to be, Booker T is going to be on Monday Night Raw doing the commentary. Now, remember, I heard all of this. I read all this yesterday. I just been sick as a dog. The last 24 hours, so I felt that I bring all the news, rumors, and headlines together. See, that's the thing about when you're being as passionate, consistent, and dedicated and motivated as you are. That's what happens when you put all your time and commitment into YouTube.com and building your channel and making it stand out. You forget about other things. You forget about your health. You forget about your well-being. You put it all on the line to make YouTube, a way of life, and that's what I've done. And, there's a lot of things that you sacrifice in making YouTube your job, especially when January rolls around and you're not making a whole hell of a lot of money. You're not making enough money to support food. You're not making enough money to pay the bills. You're just about, able to overcome. But here on Sean's View Entertainment, I always find a way to overcome the odds. So these are the top news, rumors, and headlines for WWE and TNA week ending January 11th. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking forward to your comments and your opinions. And what do you think about the TNA Impact rating? I think TNA, they're going to start slow. It's going to be a progression. I said this in the Impact review. It is a different. It's a difference. It's a change. But TNA, like they always do, they're going to find a way out of this, and they're going to find a way. It's all about resolve. It's all about getting involved, and that's exactly what TNA is going to have to do. So, we'll see how Jerry Lawler does on the SmackDown announce team. We'll see how he likes it. Maybe he'll like it better. He's going to still be with Michael Cole, so that's a good thing. That's a positive. Because if Jerry Lawler wasn't with Michael Cole, I don't know. I think we might see the end of Jerry Lawler. So, hopefully he gets better, and hopefully all things look out good. Subscribe.